Okay, so again at this point, if you haven't tried this one on your own, I would highly recommend that you at least try one by yourself before watching the video and then use this video as a check. So make a box and whisker plot. I've got my laps of swimmers up here. I'm going to order them least to greatest first. So I've got 6, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 14, 14, 15, and 20. Make sure that if you have doubles that you get them written down twice. We don't want to skip them. We write down all of our values in the data set, even if there are repeats. So you can see that 8 repeated, 11 repeated, and 14 repeated here. We have to find our median first, so I'm going to cross out until I get to that middle number, or the middle 2. And I'm at the middle 2. They're both 11, so the median is 11. After that, I can just draw a line between the two, and I find the median of the lower half and the median of the upper half. So the median down here, I have 8 and 9. So I'm going to have to add 8 plus 9 divided by 2, and I get 8.5. And then the median of my upper half is still stuck between 14 and 14, so my Q3 is 14. My minimum is my smallest data value, that's a 6. My maximum is 20. And now I'm going to put them on my number line. So I can see that this number line again is spaced 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 by 2s. So I'm going to be extra careful here. The median is 11. That's between 10 and 12, so I'll put my line hovering over the number line for that median. 8.5 is closer to the 8. Not quite halfway though, because halfway here is 9. So it's got to be 1/4 of the way there. And then Q3 is 14. There's already a line there for us, so that's pretty easy to line up. The 3 of those make my box, so you can see again I've got my box here. And then my minimum is 6. I put a dot with a whisker there. And my maximum is 20. I put a dot with my whisker here. Does any swimmer stand out? Explain. Well, typically in a box and whisker plot, not typically, we always know that this is 25, this is 25, this is 25%, and this is 25% of the data. So, like, there are, between 6 and 8.5, there were 3 swimmers here. And then between 8.5 and 11, there were 3 swimmers in that set of the data. And then you can see three swimmers here, and there are also 3 swimmers here. So 3, 3, 3, 3. But these ones are more spread out, and the reason that is because the 20 is what we call an outlier. And so this whisker looks longer than like 1/4 of the data because of the outlier. And so what they're trying to get us to recognize here is that when you have a long whisker, you can expect or assume or maybe understand that there's potentially an outlier in that data set. The 20 is a lot bigger. Had we stopped at 15, that whisker would have ended here, and it would have looked more like 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. So 20 laps stands out because it's an outlier, and again, an outlier is just a data value that's much bigger or much smaller than the rest, and makes the right whisker longer than the other sections. So I just kind of want to reiterate here that there's 25% data here, 25% of the data is here, 25% here, and 25% here.